It's Friday again, which means, as expected, the French have surrendered once again over the migration issue, but don't celebrate too much. It's quite confusing when you look at the French elections and Macron trying to be this strong guy, yet he has his ups and downs. Every few days he concedes when it comes to the negotiations with the UK over the migrant crisis. Now we have another one. Literally half an hour ago, they said, we refuse to cooperate with the UK. We don't want to work with Border Force. We don't want to together try to stop the boats. But they've come up with an olive branch. They say, well, what we can do is we're going to help you return the migrants to Europe. This is good and bad. So at least it's better than nothing. There's a bit of a problem here before you get too happy about the French surrendering as usual. They are saying that of the upcoming year in January, as you guys know, some of you, obviously the French government are going to be part of, well, they were going to get the presidency of Council of the European Union. So they're going to be running the agenda, the narrative for the Council of the European Union. So they promised Boris Johnson and Priti Patel, saying, guys, we are going to be the president. We're going to go to the European Union countries. We're going to convince them to say yes to our new idea so that you can then send your migrants to those countries. Not a good idea, because we're not really sure how you're going to implement the negotiations with the other 26 countries that you have. And also, I mean, the real solution is actually, to instantly return the migrants to the European Union. We know that. It's a lot easier than trying to stop every single boat. There are a number of ways to completely tackle the issue. Go after the smugglers. Make sure that we don't actually, to be fair, the French are right. We do make the UK way too more attractive for the economic migrants. We give them 4-star hotels, we give them a taxi ride, we give them free money and everything else. Get rid of all that, and instant of course their return. But returning, if you can do that, if you have an agreement with countries, then the left-wing activist lawyers can't stop them. That's not bad. That's that could work. But in the letter, the French have said that France will approach the European Commission and the European member states as to start the discussions on this new framework. And fine, this is okay. Problem. In response, Italy have hit back and have said, okay, if we're talking about migration, if we're talking about relocation, then can you sort out my problem as well? Now you're going to have Greece coming, saying the same thing. You're going to have Poland, you're going to have Hungary, you're going to have all the countries who are also dealing with their own migrant issues. They're all going to demand the same thing, so which means we're going to have a relocation situation where we're going to send migrants around every 2 minutes with no proper infrastructure. So it's good that the French have finally said yes to something. It's not good because the media, they have not analysed this story properly. The Times reported it. The majority of the mainstream media are ignoring it anyway. They're not really reporting it. But any commentator has been talking about this, they haven't really thought this through, have they? Because it's not that much of a good news, guys. It's not that much of good news. But this channel will continue to try to analyse and give you the truth and be objective, regardless of if you're left-wing or right-wing. But ideally, if you're left-wing, we will come after you. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tousi and we are the media.